Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Makeup Monday for this week. Today I'm going to do a fun fold card, but it's quite an easy fun fold. The original design I've copied from Sue Campfield or Susan Stampfield in America. She's, to me, the queen of fun folds. And I've just adapted this to the Gone Fishing bundle. I have made it in the One Horse Open Sleigh and Trucking Along bundle, so I'll show you that when we flip down to my craft desk. But yeah, it's called a 3-panel scenery card, but it doesn't have to be with scenery designer series paper. So we're just going to make it with the Gone Fishing bundle, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So let's go down to the craft desk. Okay, so this is the one I made using the One Horse Open Sleigh bundle, or paper, sorry, and the Trucking Along bundle. So just, let's move this out of the way, that might help. So it stands like that. So it's just, I suppose it's a Z fold really, but if you've got paper, designer series paper that is like a landscape scenery, it's a great one for that. Now the One Horse Open Sleigh paper is only 6 by 6, so that's why I've only put 2 pieces here. If you're working with 12 by 12 paper, then you've got the option of doing some more over here. So that's my 3-panel scenery card with the One Horse Open Sleigh, Trucking Along bundle, and the gorgeous red and gold dotty ribbon in the online store. So all these items are in the online exclusives in the online store, but today we're going to make it using the gorgeous Gone Fishing or Let's Go Fishing suite of products. Now here in Australia, Father's Day is the 3rd of September. I believe it's the first Sunday in September here in Australia, so that's why I thought I might do it as a Father's Day card. And I'm going to use the gorgeous designer series paper, and honestly all our designer series papers are so beautiful that they can just do all the hard work for you. This is the stamp set, so it's got a Happy Father's Day and a So Glad You're My Dad, and these are the dies. So I think you can see the dies probably better. Oh, not really, a little bit. See them a little bit better on page 157. There is like a die that creates like a tackle box. I haven't made a card like that yet, but I plan on doing that. But yeah, so this is the bundle and paper that we're going to play with today. So let's put our catalogue away, and I'm really excited because as a demonstrator we got this in the mail last week and we've been able to pre-order. So I'm really excited because my pre-order from this catalogue, the new mini catalogue, September to December, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that tomorrow. So I can't wait for Australia Post to turn up with my pre-order. And then I'll have some more Christmas things to play with. Okay, so let me tell you what we've got here. So we've got a piece of A4 cardstock, and I've cut it at 28 centimetres. You'll see there. So A4 cardstock is 29.7 centimetres. So I've just taken 1.7 centimetres off the length of it. And then I've cut it at 14.8 or 14.9, which is our normal card size. So this will fit into a normal envelope. Let me find one. Here's one. It's not a Stampin' Up! One, but let's just show you that it will fit. Okay, whoops. Okay, so this is your card base, 14.8 by 28 centimetres, and it's scored at 10.8 centimetres and 20.3. Is that right? No, so I've scored it this way round and then I've flipped it around. So score it at 10.8 and then 20.3, and then it's going to flip back around this way to make our card. So that's our card base. Then we've got some layering. We've got This piece, so I'm using very vanilla because this paper has got a very vanilla base to it. So we've got a card layer of 7.2 by 14.3 centimeters, a designer series paper layer of 6.8 by 13.8, and then for our middle panel, this card layer is, whoops, I'm trying to get it so that you can take a screenshot if you want to, 9 centimeters by 14.3, and the designer series paper is 8.5 by 13.8. And on this one I just put a big panel and decorated it, but this time I thought I'd do a smaller panel at this end of 5.5 by 14.4 or 14.3. Let's go 3 because all my other panels are 3. And then the designer series paper is 5 centimeters by 13.8. So all my designer series paper panels are just 0.5 centimeter less than the card layering panel, and that's generally the rule of thumb here in Australia with our measurements. So I don't know if you want to take a screenshot of that, but you can, and then we'll get started in making. I'm also going to use this beautiful Misty Moonlight ribbon that's in the annual catalogue. So it's called Inner Braided Ribbon. Thought that was really nice. And I'm going to use 2 of our circle punches in the online exclusives, the 1 3/4 and the 2-inch punch. Now I just have the old style of the 1 3/4 inch punch, but if you order it, it will be one of these shapes. Okay, so I think that's enough time to have had a little looky play. Okay, I'm going to get my silicone mat out here. Okay, so let's just start by picking up all our pieces, if we can, and getting our card base. So I am going to fold this panel this way, and then this one will go this way. So it's just a slightly different take on a Z fold card, really. But as I said, if you've got designer series paper that's like scenery, you can do it so that it, so see I've got this panel here, this little piece here that doesn't have coverage with the cardstock, and this panel here. So here's our sample. So that's how it's going to stand. So let's just start decorating. We've got our folds in place, and that one's gonna, you could put it there, but I thought I'd put it here because see how this side, if you were writing right all over here, you could see it, so that's why I've moved it across to this side. This one's gonna go here, and I just used the paper with all the fish on it just because it seemed a good idea. So let's push that up a little bit, and I'm going to try really hard not to bring my head in. I seem to do that a lot. So here we go. Here is my glue, my adhesive. So you can use whatever adhesive you want. I do like the Tombow glue, the multi-purpose liquid glue. That's my favourite choice of adhesive. So I'm going to layer this onto my card layer, just leaving a little border all the way around. And you'll see how quickly this comes together. So I am really looking forward to getting my pre-order tomorrow. It says it should be delivered Monday, so because it's Sunday afternoon when I record this, so I'm hoping I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I'm hoping it'll arrive. I've got to go out in the morning, do a little bit of running around in the morning, but then I'll be home the rest of the day. So, and because my hubby and I are going away on the 31st of August, I want to start pre-recording some videos of all the new products in the we call it the holiday catalogue. I want to start pre-recording some videos so I can schedule them for when we're away. I'm just going to move this up a little bit. There we go. Now that's not centered, so just scooch it across a bit. That's a bit better. Okay. So basically we're just going to mat these onto our panels with the folds, and I'll show you what I mean by, if I put that one there, see, if I put it on that side, it's sort of got the edge of the fish continuing on. So let's start matting. As I said, it's a pretty easy fold card today. I was really struggling today to work out what to do for my video. I thought, oh, will I do this? Will I do that? I never quite know what to do. Well, some weeks I do, and then other weeks, like today, I was having a bit of a struggle. Probably because I know I've got all this gorgeous new product coming. And I'm thinking, I just want to play with that. Okay, so I'm just putting it in so there's a little bit of a border from the score lines and from the top and bottom. And this one, as I said, you could put it there, but I'm going to put it over here. Reason being that when you write on your card, I don't want to see any writing down here. The writing will be all hidden. But that's entirely, you know, an optional choice of where you'd like to make the panel. And as I said, on this one I did a full panel, so if the writing comes over you will see it. I made a couple more cards with the truck building, the trucking along bundle this morning. That was, I love that set. It's so cute. In America the punches sold out until October, but we don't have that problem here in Australia. Yay. Okay, so that's basically our card constructed. Now it's just a matter of doing a little bit of decoration. How simple is that? Pretty simple. Okay, I think I can put my bone folder up. So I've got a couple of bits of cardstock here. And I'm just wondering whether I will do a little bit of stamping. There are a few little ones I've already got stamped. So let's grab our Happy Father's Day, pop that onto a block. I did put that on straight, of course I didn't, but it's photopolymer, so I'm safe. Okay, I'm going to get my Misty Moonlight down, and I'm going to bring my paper piercing mat in. Because it's photopolymer, they do suggest you get a better stamped image with the paper piercing mat or a mouse pad or something to cushion it. So I've just inked that up with the, the Misty Moonlight. I'm going to bring my 1 3/4 circle inch punch in. Cut that out. All of a sudden, I've got a frog in my throat. Okay. So that's that. And I'm going to bring my 2-inch circle punch. And as I said, both these punches are available in the online store, online exclusives. They're not in any catalogue, so you won't find them in any of the catalogues. So you just need to go to the online store to have a look for those. Now, I'm going to do that, but you know what I could do? I could use these, or I could stamp them again. But you know, I might stamp one more actually, because they look quite good, don't they? I might stamp this one, and we might use that. So, but before we do that, I shall get my chamois and clean that off and pop that under there. And what will I do? No, I think that's a good one to do. I was going to do this round one, but I think this is a good one to do because it's kind of, you know, hanging down type of one. Now let me just get some of our cardstock back in here. And we might use Pecan Pie. Yes, I think. Or shall we use Misty Moonlight? Let's use Misty Moonlight and colour it in with Pecan Pie. Let's see how that goes. I haven't got my mat. Does it matter? Let's look. No, it didn't for this time. Okay, so there's another stamp. It stamps like the colour on top. So let's see how we go with that one. Try not to bring my head in, but it is tricky and you can't get right over the top of it. And I missed the line. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do, gee, I got ink all over my block then. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's try it this way around. Sometimes I'm better at it that way than the other way. So there's all sorts of fishing tackles and weights and lures in this stamp set. So if you've got a male in your life that loves fishing, it's a great bundle to have, and the paper's gorgeous. So let's try it this way around. See if Denise can get it lined up. Not liking my chances, but anyway, let's have a little whirl. Not much better at all. Okay, let's see how we can fix this. Let's try one more time. We'll do the Night of Navy. That's just because I can't line it up today. I told you the creative juices are definitely not flowing today, and everything seems to be not working for me. But that's okay. We have days like that. And I'm going to stamp off and make it not quite so dark, except that one. Okay, let's see if we can line it up this time. Look, that's pretty close. We'll go with that because I don't think I'm going to get it any better. Oopsie. So in my pre-order I have ordered catalogues, so I will mail them out to my customers. If you'd like our catalogue, just let me know and I can certainly pop one in the mail to you. Okay, so this is the die that cuts this out. So let's just move all this to one side. And don't you bark, Rosie. Oh, she's sound asleep. She's not going to bark. Move this to one side and let's grab our little cut emboss machine. Oops. And now I've thrown the die on the floor. got it. Okay, so with the plates we do it as a capital E. That's the best way. And we shall get, where's my paper snips? There they are. I shall cut these ones off, throw them away. Okay. I think I've lined that up pretty well. Although, today, who would know? Let's just try. That clunking is quite normal. There we go. Put my die away so I don't lose it. I don't want to lose it. Okay, let's bring our little card back in. Now, I am going to grab some scrap cardstock and just, I don't know what colour that is. You know what? I'm not going to use that dauber. I'm going to get my blending brush just to go around the outside edges of the circle with the sentiment on. There we go. We've had a really miserable wet day here today on the Central Coast, but we needed the rain, so that was good for the garden. And Mark and I went out over to Terrigal and we had breakfast over at Terrigal, and our son came down from Newcastle, so that was nice. It's nice to do something special like that on a Sunday with our grown-up kids. It's nice they want to see us. Okay, so I'm just trying to work out how to do this. I think like so. Like so. And I'm just thinking, should I pop that up? I think I will. I'll pop this on dimensionals. Our daughter normally works at a cafe on a Sunday morning, but she had today off, and that's why we thought, she had the day off today from the cafe, but she was going to she teaches ballet during the week at night, and she was going to a teachers meeting and training afternoon from 12 o'clock, so that's why she had today off from the cafe that she works at. So that's how we went, just, you know, we went out all together, which is nice. Now I'm just thinking, I'm not sure which size dimensionals to put on our lures. I think we might have to go little ones. So you wouldn't have had to have done the lures, but you know, when you've got the bundle, you sort of just keep going. Okay, I'm going to just dangle that off there. But if you just had the paper and some circle punches, then that would have worked as well. This is just a little bit of extra decorating and playing when you've got more. And there's a doggy outside barking, and Rosie is still asleep. But that's okay. There we go. So that's that. And we might get some bling down. Now the bling, I think, oh, we've got to put the ribbon on too. The bling, I think, that works best is these little metallic, yeah, rustic metallic dots. So we could put like one there, one there, like as if they're hanging with these, like so. They're hung up. I don't know that much about fishing, so I'm not sure exactly what we do with that. Okay, so now we've got our beautiful ribbon, our braided, what's it called again? It's Misty Moonlight, in a braid ribbon. And I'm going to put it like so. I'm just going to like tie a knot with it, but I want the braid to be on the outside all the way. I may have to secure it down with a glue dot. And that's not gone how I wanted it at all whatsoever. Nope, I need to undo that. I think it's when you're playing with ribbon that's like one-sided, it does make it a little bit more challenging. So let's try again. And maybe I'll need to cut it off to do so. This is where you need more fingers. See, fumble fingers. This is where I need to turn it around again. There we go. That's a bit better. Did I attach this one down with a glue dot? I did. See, I knew I would have to do that. So I'm just going to get my scissors, and I don't want to cut my card. This one needs a little bit of twisting it still. And I thought this ribbon looked good because it looks sort of a bit like rope. I know it's too pretty. Well, we can't say it's pretty because it's a mail card, but it's too nice to be rope. But it's just got that twisted look. So just underneath the knot, actually, not the dot, I'm going to put the glue dot underneath the knot. There we go. So isn't it nice ribbon? Really nice. Okay, so that's that. And if you really wanted to, you could put another glue dot underneath here, but I don't think it's necessary. That's sort of just going to be a bit slidey, but it's secured here, so it's not going anywhere. And if you really wanted to, you could put, if it fits, let me think, it might not fit. Yes, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to get our Misty Moonlight again. And grab a paper piercing mat just in case. And I'm going to put it down here so you can write up the top and not bump into the sentiment. Down here. I do love photopolymer. You know I've said that before because I can get it straight. Okay. So, there we go. So, it was originally called a 3-panel scenery card. And if you've got scenery paper, that's great. But I'm just calling it a 3-panel card. And we've got the ribbon trim here to fill in that piece of blank vanilla. We've got the matching paper over here on this side. But when you open it up, you've got different fish on the inner panel. It's a really, really easy fold card. And as I said, our beautiful designer series paper does all the work. Even the paper on this one, the truck's pretty cute, I've got to admit. But even the paper here does most of the work. So I hope, and it stands like that. And fits into, I would be doing a vanilla envelope. Fits into our normal standard envelope, so that would be $1.20 for mailing here in Australia. So, let me just switch back to desk view if I can find my mouse. Here it is. There it is. So I hope you enjoyed our fishing card. It's another Father's Day card made that I don't have to, you know, I've got another one done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Super simple fun fold card, but has a little bit of a wow factor because of the beautiful paper. So I hope that's something you might like. You could do it with any paper. You could do it with the Zoo Crew paper. You could do it with the Daisy paper. I'm just thinking of all the papers I've got. I might do another one with Zoo Crew because that's a little bit more scenery. So I might do that next. So I hope you have a great week, and I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.